You need to stop using AI like it's still 2024. Seriously. If you are still just typing prompts and waiting for text, you are about to get left behind. 2025 was the year of the chatbot, but 2026? That will be the year of the agent. Most people still think AI is a tool like Google. You ask a question, you get an answer. It's passive. It waits for you. Think of ChatGPT as a librarian. Helpful, sure, but it won't write the book for you. But an AI agent. That is not a librarian. That is an employee. It's Jarvis from Iron Man. Tony Stark doesn't sit and chat with Jarvis. He says, "Build the suit." And Jarvis does it. This is the shift happening right now as we enter 2026. We are moving from AI that talks to AI that acts. Until now, AI was blind. It had the ability to read text, but it couldn't see a user interface. The breakthrough is called VLM, Vision Language Models. Companies like OpenAI and Anthropic realized that if you want an AI to do a job, it needs to look at the screen exactly like a human does. It needs to understand that a blue rectangle is a submit button. In 2024, AI was text-based. In 2026, AI is multimodal. It sees pixels. That is the missing link. So far, you have been the bottleneck. You copy-paste. You format. You check. In 2026, agents remove the human from the loop. You give them a goal, and you walk away. So what does this look like? The revolution is happening in 3 levels, and level 1 is already here. Let's be real. Level 1 fixes the nightmare of the browser tab chaos. Think about booking a vacation today. You have Expedia open in one tab, Google Maps in another, a spreadsheet to calculate the budget. You are the project manager stitching it all together. It takes hours. Level 1 is the browser agent. Instead of searching for a flight, reading 10 blogs, and comparing prices, you just tell the agent, "Book me a trip to California under $2,000. It surfs the web, reads the sites, and comes back with a plan. Before we get to level 2, we need to talk about the biggest difference between a chatbot and an agent. Memory. We all know the frustration. You have a long conversation with ChatGPT, and suddenly, it hallucinates. It forgets the rules you gave it 10 minutes ago. It has the memory of a goldfish. Agents are built differently. They run in a continuous loop. They have a persistent memory of the project. If an agent tries to click a button and it fails, it doesn't give up. It reads the error message, corrects its own mistake, and tries again. It has agency. It self-corrects. And that brings us to level 2. This is the device agent. Think about your own Friday afternoon at work. You probably have a task that looks like this. Export data from Salesforce. Paste it into Excel. Make a chart. Email it to your boss. It's not hard work, but it is soul-crushing. But level 2 is where it gets crazy. Companies like Anthropic and OpenAI are teaching AI to use a computer just like a human does. The following is a short demo of how the AI device agent Claude from Anthropic is put to use.
In this fictional demo, a customer, in this case the Ant Equipment Company, has come to us and asked us to fill out a vendor request form.
It can see your screen. It can move your mouse. It can open Excel, write an email, and send it.
Look at the spreadsheet, check if Ant Equipment is in there, and if not, move over to the CRM and try and find some more information there. Once it has this data, Claude's going to then fill out the form for us and hopefully transfer the information across to the vendor form. First thing that's going to happen is Claude's going to start taking screenshots of my screen and quickly realizes that the Ant Equipment Company isn't actually in the spreadsheet. So the first thing it does is it swaps over to a CRM and searches for the company we're interested in.
In just a matter of seconds, Claude found the correct information. Along the way, it concluded that the information it was looking for was not to be found in the provided spreadsheet. It then left the spreadsheet to find the correct information elsewhere, filled the information into the form, and submitted the form correctly. These kinds of technologies are going to outperform humans in the future in regards of administrative tasks. An AI device agent can do these tasks faster than a human and for free. And finally, level 3. embodied intelligence. Looking ahead to 2026, this is where the biggest surprise lies. We have had robots for decades, but they were dumb. They followed a strict script. If you move the box 1 inch to the left, the robot would fail. It had no brain. But 2026 changes the game. We are taking that level 2 brain and giving it a body. Forget about pre-programmed scripts. This robot is observing reality. It is adapting. It is learning. Engineers call this end-to-end neural networks. You don't program the robot to move arm 10 degrees. You just show it a video of a human folding a shirt, and the AI figures out how to replicate it. This means in 2026, AI leaves the computer screen. It enters your kitchen. It enters the warehouse. It enters the construction site. Level 1 and 2 will change the office. Level 3 will change the physical world. That is the end game. So, why should you care? Because in 2026, the workforce will split in two. There will be the people who compete against AI, and they will lose. And then there will be the people who manage AI agents. And I want to be specific here. Let's look at who is on the kill list. First, the junior developer. Why hire a junior to write buggy code when an agent can write perfect code instantly? They become code reviewers. Second, the marketing assistant. Instead of writing one post, they manage an agent that posts 50 variations at once. And third, customer support. Gone. Level 2 agents resolve refunds inside the system without a human ever touching a keyboard. Imagine being a manager with 10 digital employees working 24/7 for free. That is the opportunity here. It's not about doing the work anymore. It's about directing it. Think about that. Historically, to build a Ford or a Google, you needed thousands of workers. In the agent era, one person with a vision can hire compute instead of people. You don't need an HR department. You don't need middle management. You need an architect who can direct the swarm. The question is, will you be the architect or the one being replaced? So how do you prepare for 2026? Number 1, system thinking. Don't learn how to click the buttons. Learn how to describe the process. If you can't explain the task clearly, the agent can't do it. And number 2, the tools. Start playing with Cursor or Replit today. Get familiar with the feeling of managing a digital worker. This sounds like sci-fi, but the tools are already out there. Welcome to 2026. If you enjoyed this video, remember to subscribe so you won't miss the next one. I'm Frederick Christensen. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.